Hey everybody, Andrew Morgan here with my two co-hosts, Wes Spencer, Ryan Weeks, CISOs in like. How are you guys?
Great.
Oh, thanks.
Awesome. Hey, so talking about Monday CyberCall, we have John Strand of Black Hills Information Security back with us. Incredibly excited about it. And let me just kind of frame this out why I think every MSP should be on Monday CyberCall. We are going to be talking about the core SOC skills course that John is personally teaching at the end of this month. And let me tell you guys, and I know you know, we have some incredibly special things happening in the background that the MSP community is going to hear about over the next week. We're talking scholarships, some of the biggest and best vendors in the community getting behind this to make sure that they're fully supportive of MSPs going through this course. Let me share out my screen, Wes, and I want to turn it over to you because you just got back from a big peer group, Evolve, and you have some thoughts on, why MSPs really need to have somebody focus specifically on security. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah. No, happy to, Andrew. So, one thing I did notice in having conversations with scores of partners is simply this. Gone are the days when you could just completely rely on your vendors for your security, right? Yes, your vendors help and they're participatory, but you lead the charge. And all MSPs are in the day now where they need to have at least one person inside the MSP, if not more, that understands security, that understand how to interpret the output of the tools and processes that have in place, that leads the charge when something happens, that designs the security program for the MSP as they eat their own tacos and become, as we say on the CyberCall, customer zero, right? They're their own customer. And so that is so important. So how do you go down that journey? Well, training is a huge part of that. And Andrew, I know John, everybody knows Black Hills. Like, you can't get better training than this right here. So what a great place for every MSP to start with at least one person in their org and say, this is training for you that's going to get you off the ground and get you accelerated, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that, Wes. And as I kick it over here to Ryan, who's taking courses with John, again, this is going to be incredibly affordable. We're going to have discount codes, special ones for the CyberCall to have access to their cyber range specifically. John's really done a lot of stuff in the background and really excited to have him. But Ryan, you've taken courses with John, and talk to us about these fundamentals that we're seeing here that MSPs will go through with him.
Yeah, so I took active defense and threat hunting with John before he actually had the Wild West Hackin' Fest. This was, back when he was engaging very deeply with the financial services folks, maybe, I don't know, 10 years ago. What struck me is he's just an incredibly engaging speaker, and he's not talking at you, he's making the information accessible and actionable. And to me, those are really like the two biggest things. And I love the core SOC skills because it is hands-on. There's a lab component to this thing. And I think it's really going to help MSPs improve in areas that the kind of the tabletop exercises that Chris and Wes do around how do you respond to incidents. And like, we've talked a lot about an area of improvement for MSPs is preservation of evidence. And I think they're really going to start to understand how an incident response process needs to work, because kind of the way you normally work through a ticket is not necessarily oriented to preservation of evidence. It's oriented at getting the user back up and running. And so I think this is going to open a lot of people's minds to like how to work through some of these processes and give them hands-on experience to do it. And I think it's absolutely imperative, as Wes said, that at least one person from every MSP take this training. I mean, it's probably amongst the best and most accessible from a cost perspective. Like, in my opinion, there's no reason not to do it.
Excellent. Really appreciate your perspective, Ryan, your perspective, Wes. I'll get this up and put the CyberCall link for Monday. Again, please bring yourself, your team, and we're looking forward to having John on as he walks us through this course and answers.
Yes, we are.
Questions. Make it a great day.